You've stopped into another episode of Dad Crossing where myself, Nick, and my co-host Sean will have real, honest chats about the highs and lows of dad life. We'll laugh together at the craziness of parenting and the silliness of our kiddos, and we'll support each other through the challenges and tough decisions of fatherhood. Whether you're a seasoned granddad or a dad-to-be, we promise laughs, relatable, and sometimes raw talk, and expert help to tackle the tough issues. Not from Sean and me, but from the amazing guests we'll have on the show. So let's be dads crossing through life together. Yeah, so it's a Napoleon Dynamite over there, and
I thought it was.
yeah. These are Becca's. It's a Napoleon Dynamite, and then there's I think it was like something like a cake topper for a graduation cake. That's what I've always kind of figured.
Okay.
Never asked though. It's a figure holding like a diploma in a graduation robe.
So is Becca a Napoleon Dynamite fan then?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
For sure.
So if she ever posts a picture of her on a bike ride, I could comment, "Nice bike, ever taken over some sweet jumps," and she'd understand the reference.
Yeah, she would. I, on the other hand, I'm like, I don't entirely get it. I watched it like once or twice. Didn't understand the cultural like hubble about it, and kind of moved on. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shut up, Brenda.
yeah, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot, like all the things, especially in that moment. It was so like all the quotes. You still have a few that people give, but man, in that like particular cultural moment, there was just so many, and I was always like a little bit lost.
Yeah, I like it's one of those. I mean, I've only seen it a handful of times, but every time I do see it, I'm reminded of how funny I found it.
Mm-hmm. And the story about like the guy got paid pittance to do it. Like I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
But like it was like supposed to be a B film at best, and then it just kind of blew up. It's crazy. So yeah. Yeah. Anyways, welcome to everybody life. It's everybody life. It's also everyday life. That's probably the right term. Sean, I'd ask how you were doing, but if you're doing as bad as you sound, then I'm sorry.
I am. Let's see if I can get this right. If I do certain things with my nose and like now noises, it gets better. There we go. Look at that. But
Yeah.
I think it's all in my sinuses. So every now and then it just kind of like fills up, and I eventually sound like I've got my fingers over my nose.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll apologize as I increasingly probably get worse and worse throughout because I took some cold and flu medication about half an hour, like 8:30, knowing that we were going to be going at 9. So it will gradually just fade and get worse over the next hour and a bit.
Is it the sleepy kind?
No, it's not the sleepy kind.
Okay.
Even though the sleepy kind probably wouldn't do anything. Just,
right.
yeah. So,
Man, yeah,
but yeah, it started Friday and then like all in my nose. And then Saturday morning, I woke up and felt like I'd been run over. Like every now and then I hit like the hot sweats, but like not really bad. So I don't think it's full kind of like seasonal flu. It's just a cold, but you know, there is such thing as man flu, which is always worse than normal flu.
That's right. That's right. You got Lindsay bringing you like chicken noodle soup.
No, I've been taking the dog out in the rain and doing washing it and playing and entertaining the kids while she's been doing her uni stuff. So
that's fair. Sometimes you just gotta muster on, even if it sucks. So
the entertaining the kids was literally playing Fortnite with Logan most of the day. So it's not like it's been hard.
Yeah,
it's just
I like it.
Yeah, the new season's out, so we've been playing that, which is pretty interesting.
What is the new? Is this still The Simpsons, or have we moved on?
No, they've completely moved from that now. They're in that was chapter 6. This is chapter 7. It's got there's Kill Bills in it. They've got Marty McFly in it for some reason. It seems to have like peeled back to like the 1980s a little bit.
Okay.
But the battle bus has been destroyed. So you no longer launch from the battle bus. You start by surfing in on a giant tsunami.
Oh,
And
okay.
everybody's surfing in from the outside. So it's really hard to land in the middle of the map. So it's making progressing into the center of the map quite difficult, but
Gotcha.
also interesting. So
Man, they should have had the oh, why can't I think of the name of the car? I mean, they got Marty McFly in there. If they got
the DeLorean's in it. It's
oh, okay.
coming. They in the chapter 7 trailer they had the DeLorean in there. So I
Okay.
think it's coming.
All right, yeah. That'd be
So
a great way to come in. Everybody just comes in like loaded on the top of a DeLorean. They have to jump off. It's
yeah,
like all squished in. That'd be funny.
but it's really funny because usually when you come in, you press down on the D-pad and you can thank the bus driver.
Mm-hmm.
Where in The Simpsons they said like you thanked Otto, the bus driver.
Hmm.
And it, now when you press down as you're surfing in, it says you paid respects to the bus driver. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, very good. They have don't know. The map is a lot more dense than it has been on previous maps, so there's a lot more to it, which is quite good. So yeah, we're into that. So battle passes have been paid for and commencing going through them as we speak.
Nice, nice. So, are you paying for just battle passes, or are you doing the Game Pass thing right now? Like, is that
I've
worth it?
I've I've jumped back on the Game Pass thing because what it gives you is it gives me the Fortnite crew,
Mm-hmm.
which gets me all the battle passes, but it also gives me 1100 V bucks every month, and then I use that 1100 V bucks to buy Logan's battle pass. So
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's a dad hack right there.
yeah,
I mean, I didn't even think about that until you just said it, and then I was like, wait, what? Oh yeah.
yeah, and if you save up all the V bucks that you pick up throughout the battle pass throughout the month or throughout the season, sort of thing, you can repurchase another battle pass for nothing as well. So that's what I've been doing. Is like I've been saying, I will. Let me get this right. I've been using the Fortnite crew thing for me to get all the passes, and then when I get the 1100, I buy Logan's, and then when we get to the end of the month and we've both unlocked all the V bucks, like all the skins and stuff that he's been really interested in, because between us we've unlocked another 2,200 V bucks. I say to him like, go pick which skins you like the most, and use your V bucks to buy some, and I'll do the same from mine because you can gift stuff to people.
Mm-hmm.
So I can buy a skin as a gift and send it to Logan, and then it sits in his locker then rather than in mine. So I've just been doing that and going through it. And so like he's got the ghost face skin that was around at Halloween, which for some strange reason he really wanted. He's got the Simpsons Peely skin. He's got a couple of others that he was like really keen on getting, and it's not cost me anything. I haven't had to pay for anything other than the Fortnite crew thing. So that's what I've been doing in previous months. So now it's tied in with the Game Pass. It's like, well, I want Game Pass because there is other things I play. Like Logan's been playing Goat Simulator because that's had a big update just recently. He's been playing Wobbly Life and what's the other one he's had up there? Pigeon Simulator. He's been playing those three. So
Pigeon
it's like it's
Simulator.
worth
How's
it.
that? How is that?
I don't know because I didn't sit and watch him
Oh,
play
I
it. I
didn't know if you
kind of
saw him play.
no, I sat him down in front of it and then I went and helped with dinner because we had a Thanksgiving every Sunday dinner
Uh-huh. Yep, yep, yep.
dinner today. Um, so it's worth the 22.99 because he gets a really big selection of games and he can dive through it. And Emily's been using it as well. She's been playing through all the Far Cries at the moment. So if I was to top up how much those games were to buy this month, I'd have spent more than 22.99. So and I've got all the Fortnite stuff included. So when I was moaning earlier, which I'm probably one of those people that are propping Xbox up at the moment for this exact reason, when I was moaning about the price rise, I've actually figured it out that it's fair enough to keep it for now.
Sure.
So I'm kind of
Yeah.
hoping that next year they'll give us a decent roadmap to some more better games. So
Yeah. I mean, I think it's interesting. Like, I think it's interesting that they're bemoaning the price. They need more people, but then they got to be paying Epic a decent amount of cash for this, right? Like, I mean, I would
Um,
think at least. So it's like,
or will they let Epic dip into more of their what do you call them, like faces within Microsoft? So
yeah,
they've already got Master Chief in there. Like, could they bring Doom guy in? Could they bring the guy from Gears of War in? You know, they've got Fallout's in there, which is Bethesda, which is Xbox owned. So have Xbox already kind of done that deal with them? So
yeah, maybe. But then they're just still losing money, right? Because normally Epic would pay for that. So I don't know. It just feels like they just keep shoveling coal because they need it to go a little bit faster, but then they need more coal and they're running out of coal. And it's just like this like cycle, and
yeah,
it's like I don't know
it's
if they're gonna
hard.
ever catch up. You know what I mean?
We were the same when we were doing the podcast for Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes really hard to see where they're going, but they
Yeah,
seem to have a plan with it, and it hasn't failed them yet. So
yeah. Hopefully not. So
we shall see.
yeah, they created the monster, and now they need to keep feeding it and feeding it and feeding it. And so, yeah, it's definitely interesting.
So anyway, speaking of monsters, how has your Thanksgiving gone with all the children and family around?
It's been good. It's been so our thing. One, if I sound different, my computer died. So I'm on my laptop. I do have the good mic, so hopefully it sounds the same. But if it doesn't, a little on me here, Sean. Like last week, so we're recording on Sunday, so not like the week before Thanksgiving week for us. It started to freeze on the startup thing, and I would have to shut it off and turn it back on. And I was kind of like, all right, I'll just wait until Thanksgiving weekend because I figured it kind of needed a Windows repair or something like that. So I was like, it'll be fine. I'll just wait for this Thanksgiving week, and then I'll fix it. Well, it didn't make it to Thanksgiving week. So Wednesday rolled around, and that was the end of it. It just, I would turn it on, it would freeze. It would sometimes it'd get to the startup screen, but then it freeze at the startup screen. I tried to get it to the Windows recovery screen. It would freeze before I could do anything. Sometimes I wouldn't get anywhere and it would freeze, and I was like, okay, this is beyond my capabilities. This is not like reload Windows. So I took it in, and sure enough, they had to put a whole new hard drive in it. So, but I didn't take it to them until Wednesday at 9. So the day before Thanksgiving. So they were like, "You're not getting this back until Monday or Tuesday." So, which I completely understood. He was nice enough to call me on Wednesday night, right before they closed, and he said, "Hey, I did have some time." He was like, "It's definitely a hard drive issue." Good news for me was the hard drive for the Windows was already pretty small. So I really needed that to be larger. A year ago, Sean,
Oh.
I had talked to them and said, what would it cost to do this?" They told me, and I said, "Okay." I said, "I can buy the pieces cheaper. Would you put them in if I give them to you?" "Sure, no problem." So I bought them, and then life got crazy, and I threw them on a shelf, and I was like, "One day I'll do this." And I never did. So good news is I walked in with the pieces that I needed, and I said, "I think it might be a hard drive. If it is, here's a hard drive." So, and I said,
It's
don't worry. Yeah, don't worry about any of the things on it. They're all just Windows and programs. Just install a new Windows for me and shove it in there, and I'll reinstall all my programs. And he was like, "Oh,
yeah,
okay."
fair enough.
So yeah. So I think I'll get away pretty
Reasonable
cheap.
cheap fix.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'll get away
Just his
fairly
time.
cheap. Yeah, yeah. So that was this. We were supposed to have company this week. Some stuff happened. Family stuff, and they did not make it. So it was a quieter Thanksgiving, but it was great. I hosted, not me, we hosted, Becca and I. Made a ham and a turkey. It came out really well. So I actually was really pleased. The ham came out good. Turkey came out good. Becca makes corn casserole. Oh man, we had everything. Green beans, carrots. That's a new addition this year. Don't normally have carrots. Um, Yams, stuffing, mashed potatoes, rolls. Why the hell do we even buy? I mean, that's what I actually was looking at. I was like, why are there rolls? There's 75 other versions of carbs here. We really don't need them, but whatever. So there are rolls there, and then we had a pumpkin roll and a pumpkin pie and pumpkin whoopie pies and Rice Krispie treats and gosh, ridiculous. But it's great. It's wonderful all at the same time. You feel miserable, but it's wonderful. So there you go.
Oh my god. How are you not like rolling around in the basement then? It's like with all I would literally be rolling around,
So
not
this
just
roll this no pun intended. Okay, pun intended. This rolls into another thing where I was a little concerned. I had said I went to the ER, had a gallbladder issue. It's basically was due to fats. I've been very good about watching saturated fats. So I knew Thanksgiving was coming up, and I was like, well, it could be an unfortunate Thursday night, Friday morning. I don't know what this is going to look like. I'm really glad nothing has happened. It also assures me that probably I just had a collision of really poor life choices, I guess would be the right way to say it.
basically you're consuming McDonald's for their Monopoly game.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of things, Sean. It is McDonald's. I got into the McDonald's thing, and those sandwiches, I would buy 2 of them with a drink, the like sausage McMuffins, because that was the cheapest way to go. And you'd get 2 for the sausages, 1 for the drink, and I was like, it worked out well. And I'd sometimes make money off of it. And then on top of that, I was eating these granola bars. I use air quotes because they're really candy bars. Anyways, they're from an Amish bakery, so they're probably made with 75% butter. So, and then there was more like hamburger. There's just a lot of fat, is the point. A lot of fat in my diet. And I'm getting older, and I guess I was like an unfortunate life check of like, hey, you're older, so you can't just eat all the crap that you see now, Nick. So, yeah, had to make some life changes there. But that said, Thanksgiving went well. Sean, it's like you eat a lot that day, but then you just kind of like you kind of hit the brakes a bit, and
Yeah.
everybody takes stuff home, so it's not like everything stays in my house. Like we'll share stuff for sure, but like oh, I want some ham and some turkey, and so you kind of just end up with a thing, right? And yeah, and so that worked out. That worked out really well. I tried something new. I've always put tabs of butter under the turkey skin because I just think it holds in the moisture really well, and that's I've always done that. But this year, what I did was I minced up herbs and I encrusted the turkey or the butter tab, cold butter tab, in thyme and rosemary. So they're like herb bombs, and then I shoved that into the turkey. Yeah, I did that like all over the place, and it was really good. I was really impressed. So. And yes, I made the turkey, and yes, I know I'm just propping myself up, so just live with it. Yeah,
No,
that just came out of my butt, so there you go. I'm getting a 3D printer. I'm getting a 3D printer.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
very excited about that.
that was going to be my next question, is because you sent me the picture and I with feeling ill did not give that enough excitement as I could have given it through text. I was dying.
No, you're fine.
So, but yeah, is that a filament one then? Because you said you weren't going to go filament, just with
Well,
how
it'll
the
do all
rolls
kinds of
looked.
things. It'll
Okay.
do yeah, it'll do all different kinds of all those things like PLA and I don't know. I looked it all up, but it'll allow to do many different things. It's encapsulated. One of the big things was that the filaments were encapsulated because one of the things I hear is if they get like humidity on them,
Just the
yeah,
yeah.
they can go through the thing and being in a basement, which is where it's going to be. Um, I wanted that, but also I needed it encapsulated because it's quieter. Because it will be right above the bedrooms more than likely, unless it's still too loud, and then I might have to move it. But my hope is that it can sit kind of right to the right of me here,
Yep.
and if it can do, and also it has a filtration system inside of it, so for all those reasons, so that it doesn't smell, it's not too
Yeah.
loud.
That's what I was gonna say. The smell's usually the big problem when it
Mhm.
comes away from filament. Filament's okay, but everything else seems to end up needing to be um, extracted.
Yeah. So all those things. But I'm really excited about it. It was not intended as kind of, they got me on a great Black Friday deal. When I was looking at 3D printers, I knew that like I needed all those things and all those things if I wanted to get a nice one that had good ratings, good quality, and all that was going to cost around $1,000. And I was like, I don't want to pay $1,000. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But then on Black Friday, they had it down to $500. So
Wow.
yeah, so I was like, well, this is a good deal, and I hemmed and hawed, and kudos, thank you to my wife because she was like, just do it. I don't care. Just buy it. And I was like, are you sure? She's like, yes. She was like, please, just stop talking about it and do it. And I was like, fine, okay.
Yeah.
And so I did. So
That was a look. You're saving 500 and you're not spending that 500, which means that you're going to be quiet about making this. Now you've made the decision for a 500 less than it would have been. Just do it.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
so kudos to her. She helped me out. Yeah, so that happened. Let's see what else. Oh, we were gonna have a yes day. Did I talk about that last time?
You did, yeah.
Okay.
No, you didn't. You texted me and said that you'd finally got around to having the yes day.
Was that it? Yes. So, for anybody who has not been listening from a year ago, we gifted last Christmas. I feel so bad about it. I really do. Last Christmas, we gifted our kids with a yes day with a whole bunch of guidelines. We were going to do it over spring break. We had family come. We were going to do it over the summer. To be honest, we're just busy and forgot about it. And so trying really hard to get this in before next Christmas, I was like, let's do it this Christmas. So I gave the kids my phone. I was like, Google, restaurants, places you want to go. They came up with this really fun, crazy, but really fun like list of things. We're going to drive to Mishawaka. We were going to eat. I was going to make pancakes. They wanted dad pancakes. Then we were going to go play toilet bowling. My son made this up in his head. He said he needed like a pack of 20 rolls of toilet paper. I said, I will get them for you, but whatever you crazy thing you have going on here, you're cleaning it up. Do not forget. And he was like, yeah, I know. It's fine, Dad. It'll be fun. And I was like, okay. So we were going to do that. Then we were going to go see Zootopia 2. Then we were going to go to Caracas and eat those crazy, ridiculous milkshakes that I sent you, where it's like a milkshake with a piece of cake and then
all
just
kinds diabetes in a glass.
It really is diabetes in a bottle. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we were gonna go to Sky Zone because after you eat that thing, you should definitely go jump on a trampoline. Nothing better to do.
It'll either burn off the sugar or evacuate the stomach. So either way.
Yeah. So yeah, and then from there, because we haven't ate enough food in this day, Sean, we should definitely go to a buffet. We were going to go to Golden Corral Buffet, and then we were going to top the whole thing off. By the way, I'd be asleep before the end of the first movie, but whatever. I said you can do what you want. We're going to top the whole thing off by watching Harry Potter's 1 through 4. So there you go.
That is a marathon.
Yeah.
You would do well, even like without all the food, you'd do well to get through that after that kind of day.
Yeah, I would not make it through the first 30 minutes of the first movie. I guarantee it. Yeah, I would be out.
Yeah. I'm like that with every Formula One race. In fact, we watched the Qatar race today, and it was literally started to get comfy sat against Lindsay. She was like, "Don't fall asleep because you'll really annoy me." And I was like, "Okay, sorry, I'll not get comfy." So
you're like, but you fall asleep on me all the time. Come on.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. It goes one way.
There's literally times where I sit like I'm watching TV with Becca. I sit like I'm at a baseball game or something with my elbows on my knees because I'm like, if I lean back in this couch, it's all over. And I know that she's gonna be like, I'm not rewatching this, so I'm just moving on. I'm just like, this is how I must watch this show if I wish to stay awake. Because I'm old, and if I stop moving, I sleep.
Yep. Yeah, that can happen. Crazy.
So, yeah, that's that. Like, that's pretty much. But anyways, we were gonna do all these things, but then we got 12 no, not 12. Like 7 inches of snow, something like that. Then we got
six,
snow.
7 inches.
Yes. Oh, there you go, kids. All for the kids. Um, then we got 6 to 7 inches of snow. Um, and it just wasn't safe to be on the toll road. We would have been in Mishawaka, which is like an hour away from us, for like all day. And initially, I thought I made the wrong decision because the roads were fine. But then by 1 o'clock, everything was trash. So I was like, cool. Glad I did what
Yeah.
I did. So instead,
Oh.
we did go see Zootopia 2. Very fun. Good movie. Good watch. Kids loved it. I stayed awake for it. So that's a thumbs up right there.
Woohoo.
And my only thing I'll say is stay to the bitter end, because there's definitely going to be a Zootopia 3. And if you want to know what it's all about, it's at the very bitter end. So
Listen, we should start rating films out of how quickly you fall asleep in them.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is a good idea. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
We could like 4 Z's out of 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a full-on NyQuil, baby. That sucker just knocks you right out.
Yeah. Obviously, family-friendly films. How long can you stay awake as a parent? So
It depends. This one does what Disney's really good at. Like, nothing raunchy, nothing awful, but there are those jokes that the parents just chuckle at, right? I mean, even like the kids at like Noah's kind of getting it now a little bit at 11 years old, but still he doesn't get a lot of them go over his head too. And I'm just like, there's enough parent jokes where you're laughing, the kids are laughing with you. They don't even know why that was funny, but they just know it was funny.
well,
And
they usually tie it into funny points for the kids, so it's
yeah,
visually
that's true.
whatever's happening is visually funny for the kids, but the wording is like verbally funny for the adults, which
Yep.
is what Disney and Pixar are really good at. So
Yeah. So it definitely has that. So unfortunately, our yes day is yet again pushed to hopefully 2 Saturdays from now. And but we had a good time nonetheless. We went sledding on all that snow and did all the stuff. So it's fun.
cool. Oh well, what have I done? When did we last see each other? Each other last Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday?
Tuesday. Yeah, last Tuesday, because then I worked Wednesday night and Thursday night. So I got home from work Friday night, went straight to bed because Lindsay had the day off. So yeah, she woke me up at like at 10:30. We jumped on. Oh, I'd say we jumped on the train. We didn't jump on the train. Drove through to York, and we went to the Christmas market there and had a really good wander around. Looked at a couple of things as you do on a Christmas market. For everyone, I don't know if everyone's the same, but they go, you look around at all the little nice stuff, and you'll be like, "Wow, that's really cute. It's really nice. Oh, it's expensive. Let's go get food."
Like
So we did. We went and got. We had poutine, which was really nice with the fried chicken, which is okay. It'd have been all better if it wasn't raining. But as we were queuing up for the poutine, that's when the rain really started. So we kind of got our food and then disappeared into Marks and Spencers and kind of hid in the storefront while we ate it, like the rest of the people in York were doing. It was quite funny. And then we went out, and there was another place that she wanted to try, which was Beth's Cakes, which was like this 8-layered fudge cake.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. And it had like a hot chocolate ganache over, which was okay, but the cake could have done with being warm.
Oh, yeah.
Because the ganache cooled down really quickly and got quite thick, but the cake didn't absorb any of the heat. So it was just like cold cake and cold ganache, which wasn't fantastic. And then after the disappointment of that and the rain and stuff, we kind of called it a day and headed home. On the way home, Lindsay dropped me off in town to meet everybody from work. We went out and had a meal and stuff. Got the train back, and then when I got home, me and Lindsay watched the first 2 episodes of 4 of Stranger Things. So I can't talk about it because you've not watched it yet.
Yeah,
I don't want to
sorry.
ruin it for everyone else,
I
but
appreciate you.
oh my god, oh my god, it's like all the work of the Duffer Brothers coming to a climax, but it's just it's unreal. It's very good.
I'm
So
excited. We were talking about this before we started podcasting. Stranger Things have kind of been falling off for me, so I love the fact that you are loving it so much.
yeah,
I would love to. I mean, I know this is the last season, right? They said for sure.
it is. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I mean,
After
that's a
this
bummer, but
it's kind
I'd
of
love for
done.
it to go out on a high. That would be fantastic, at least for me,
Yeah,
because I feel like I've kind of been like my interest has been waning each season. So.
yeah. I mean, the last one was a hard one. They finished. It was hard because they kind of didn't defeat Vecna, and then came out from that, and the whole of Hawkins was being chewed up by a giant gate that was opening from one end to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of weird. But yeah, it's interesting. It's always comedy in places where it needs to be comical,
Sure.
but then also like the relationships are still really strong. It's really good. So I massively enjoyed it. So there's that, and then I don't know. That's it really. We've kind of done some Christmas shopping online because we didn't want to leave the house with me being poorly and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. We kind of did that. We've caught up with a Formula One for the weekend, so there's one race left to go next week, and it's a freeway race for the championship, which is going to be interesting because they are all within contention of it. So
Nice. So is any of your
yeah,
when you say three-way, is it any of your UK guys?
yes, Mr. Lando Norris.
Nice.
He's currently winning. If he didn't, he should have. If he'd have finished first today, he'd have won it. Championship over, kind of deal. If he'd have finished third today, he'd have been safe because then he'd have only needed to finish in the top three next week. But he didn't. He
Mm.
kind of he didn't balls it up. They there was an incident on track, so they brought the safety car out, which takes the time that you lose in the pits from 26 to 16 seconds. So everybody uses it because it's like a cheap pit stop. Basically, it doesn't
Sure.
disrupt the flow of the race.
Mm-hmm.
But the McLaren drivers didn't go in. They didn't bring them in. They brought everybody else in. So they were then on a completely different pit strategy and tire strategy to everyone else, and it didn't pay off very
Mm.
well for them. So
Mm. Bummer.
yeah. So it's a bit nerve wracking because I'd like him to win. It'd be his first time he's ever won the world championship.
Nice.
So yeah. So yeah, just a day. Today was a day of Fortnite, playing the new season, and then we watched Formula One. Had a nice chicken roast dinner, and then tucked everybody in and waited for us to hang out for a bit. So,
Nice. I like
and that's kind of it since we last spoke. I haven't done anything. I haven't bought a fancy 3D printer, which would have been nice. Um, so we put the Christmas tree up, but I think we spoke about that. Did we speak about that? No, I did that. We did that afterwards. So yeah, we put the
Did we?
Christmas tree up. I don't know. I can't remember.
No, I was gonna say think I think I saw it. I don't know. Either way, all of our Christmas stuff is up for
Yeah.
both of us, so that's good.
Yeah, which is going to be our topic this week. Is we're going to talk about the roles and responsibilities of Christmas decorations and the do's and do nots with with things, because I know there is rules in our
There
house, and
is.
if they don't abide by the rules, I get baubles to the head. So
That would really hurt. That would.
yeah, I did buy a Deadpool bauble and snuck it onto the tree, which was pretty good.
Oh, I like it.
It's like a figurine of him holding a big piece of paper that says "suck it."
Does Lindsay know it's there?
Yeah, she's seen it.
Oh,
I got in
okay,
trouble,
okay.
but
I got in trouble.
yeah,
Well,
we
on
have a
that
Mario
note,
one.
come and listen to us on Wednesday about how to not get in trouble.
That's exactly the point I was making. So yeah, unless you've got anything else to add, then we'll roll out for this week for this Monday episode, and we'll speak to everybody on Wednesday.
See you later, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to Dad Crossing. We're here to remind you that this podcast is made by dads for dads. It's a place where all of us can come together, share a laugh, and tackle the wild ride that is fatherhood. If you want to keep the conversation going or just need a safe space to chat or ask for help, you are always welcome to reach out. You can find me, Sean, at Sean_Abbott. You can find my good friend Nick at Nick10Do. And of course, give our social media platforms a good look over, because that is where we share all the updates, all the laughs, and all the things dad life. That is, everything is at dadcrossing. For anything more, feel free to drop us a message at team@dadcrossing.com. And until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you're never alone on this journey. We'll see you in the next episode of Dad Crossing.